My name is Luc Parkinson. I'm Chief Officer at LDA. I joined LDA in 2020 as second mate, and since then I've progressed through the ranks doing different jobs. I've been second officer, cable officer, I've been HSE officer for specific oil and gas projects, and more recently I've been working in the head office in the QHSE department. So there's two parts to the job of Chief Officer at LDA. The first part is quite generic Chief Officer job, which is ship management, managing the crew, managing stability, health and safety, standard stuff in the industry. But the particular thing on cable ships is that you also manage the operations on board. So this is preparing, coordinating, executing and monitoring of operations directly on the back deck. I have lots of anecdotes to share. It's one of the great things about working on a cable ship is that everything's always different. So again, you have two parts to the job. First part is the work itself. Now, cable work is always changing. It's always different. Every trip I do is different to the last, which is one of the things I really like about working on cable ships. The second part is probably the most enjoyable part, and this is the port calls and the life on board. Cable ships in particular have very nice port calls. You tend to go to very nice ports and you will spend a few days to a few weeks alongside. What you do during these port calls is the best part about working on cable ships, and these are the stories you tell your family when you go home. I have so many. If I take just the last few trips that I've done, I was in Norway. We went hiking through the fjords in Norway, or the one before that, we were in the Canary Islands, and a group of us hired some motorcycles and we motorcycled all the way around the island, all the way to the top of a volcano, seeing amazing views. These are the kind of stories which are really great, and it's what really makes the job interesting. I tend to say family spirit. I think what makes the job particularly enjoyable here at LDA is the people with who you work with. This is true whether on board the ship or in the office. I've done so many things and seen so many things that I've made some really close ties with people, and this is really what's made it for me in this company. For me, we sail for the next generation means to create something that lasts long term. I think on board cable ships, we do this very much because we connect the world together for future generations. My advice for anyone in this industry would be to try to get as much experience as possible in as many different fields as you can. This is where you're going to get the most satisfaction out of your work. And we do work in an industry where you have opportunities at every turn. This is what's going to build you up as a person, and this is what's going to make the job continuously interesting and continuously enriching for yourself.